Hi guys, welcome back to the barn. It's a blustery rainy day outside and we've actually got no electricity. So I'm now contemplating rejigging this area here where the bandsaw sits, and I've got this post also here as well, which is holding this beam up here with the scarf joint on. Whilst I put the post in at this side of the barn, I may as well do another one at this side, stabilise this entire beam, and then I can remove this and cut the post support out of the floor and open this area up. And then I'm thinking I might have enough room here to come up with some cart that takes the planer and the bandsaw. Now I'm not 100% sure what that looks like yet. I've been doing some research on YouTube this morning of other woodworkers' bandsaw cart and planer cart, but I've not seen a combined cart for both. And I think unless the electrics come back on, which is not, that's probably as much as I can do at the moment. So the plan is these thinner pieces that I've ripped out of one piece are going to go down here either side of the beam and set about an inch up. Now I've not quite decided what I'm going to do with the ceiling yet. I've got a couple of options I'm thinking of, but if I set them an inch up then that'll cover both options. At the moment this scarf joint is not just quite seated properly. I just need to knock this beam over 3/8 of an inch, and also it's not completely level, so once I've moved that over 3/8 of an inch, which means I'm going to have to just adjust that, it's holding all this wood up. I have to kick that beam outwards so it's straight, which is one of the reasons why I'm putting these on anyway, just to sort of stabilise all that. I'm probably going to have to do something around there. I'll have to restrain the end of that beam whilst I do it. And then once I've done that, I can get the other post in here to support the end of that beam. And because the scarf joint is rotated that way, that'll be fine. And then I can remove that post, that, and that, move this unit out of the way, move the bandsaw out of the way temporary, and then cut the post off at the bottom. I'll have to use the angle grinders, cut the post base out because it is concreted in. And then that gives me that area then to look at building something for the planer and for the bandsaw. Bo's asleep, Lynn's looking after her, so I'm going to crack on with that for an hour. Look, who's that over there? Look. Right. Oh, This is a nightmare. Right, let's get me do the old YouTuber microphone on the hat trick. If not, it's not going to survive the next minute. Right, okay, so Gracie's just having her dinner, so while Gracie has her dinner, I just remove this little scampy one, because if not, she has a nose in Gracie's bowl and gets told off. I've unpinned that end, and I've unpinned that end, and I've kind of propped the beam up. There isn't that much loading on the beam because we've just got roof sheets on. In fact, when we got this barn, there was only half the amount of timber in the roof as there is now, and I put more timber in because I was going to put a tiled roof on, all them tiles outside, which I acquired second hand. But in the end up, I ended up putting these roof sheets on. Now, I still might put them tiles on because these roof sheets are designed for under them tiles. I never fully loaded the roof up as I expected, and the only real load that's on this beam at the moment is the weight of the two ladders. So I've been trying to shuffle the beam over about an inch and it won't move, and then I realised the reason it won't move is because, say hello, is because these two pieces of 3x2.5 here, which I put in to support the ladders, I've actually fixed the beams so the beam won't. Okay, just go steady. Yes, I know. Yeah. Oh, I know. So the beam won't move. So I'm going to have to undo those. But if I do that, then the ladders will come out the roof. So I've just been to the car and got a couple of ratchet straps out. I'm going to ratchet strap these pieces of timber to the beam so I can take the two fixings out, and then that'll just give me enough float to let me line that beam, and then I can screw everything back in place. But we can't do that till Gracie's had her dinner and you can go back and play with Gracie, can we? No, so you have to look cute for a few minutes. Yeah, I know I'm usually the cute one, but you can be the cute one today. Oh dear. Oh, wedge works every time. We fixed to that. That's now plumb. I've had to pack out from there. The beam is sat on that post. We're aligned there. We're aligned there. These will be coming out eventually. This is the new ceiling height. These are just holding the ladders up for now. And we're okay in that. I just need to screw this bearer on. Then screw the other bearer on that side. And this post here that I'm using for a temporary brace, I can now take that out. And that's going on that wall there. And we're nearly done then. Then I can take that post out. Okay, I'm happy with that. Here you look at that post there now, which is plumb. You can see how much the barn is leaning. Of them boards, we knew them boards are going that way. I said earlier, didn't I? I said it was about 20mm out of plumb, so that's as 20mm. And now I've got rid of these, some of these boards, and I have to get rid of the rest of these boards. I can actually repair the outside. As you can see there, there's a huge gap there. I'm surprised I've not got birds or even worse in wasps in. That's the little hatch I made to get the ladder out at Christmas, or 2 Christmases ago now. And I'm going to have to do the same to get the other ladder out. So eventually we'll have a trap doors which I'll frame as I finish this wall up so we can get the ladders out of the hole. Leave it there for now, I'll worry about that later. Concreted in after all that. Remnants of the old barn. Oh wow, that was harder work than I expected. Got some floor repair work to do down here. Already decided I don't like this post here, and actually it's not really necessary anyway, because in this partition I actually did put a stud directly behind the beam. I had to actually go and watch my old video to make sure that's what I had done, but there is a post there already, so I'm going to take that away eventually. The plan is to put a bank of cupboards down here, and I haven't got a post to contend with. Got a spare bit of timber as well now for something else. Now I've got this area clear, I'm just going to try and envisage, mock up if you like, what my bandsaw cart come planer cart will look like, because I can't quite get the geometry in my head. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a little shelf on the wall here from this little bit of melamine and a bit of scrap timber, and then put the planer under. Then I'll give me a much better idea of what it's going to look like, and then I can actually design something based on that for the real thing. So I don't want anything elaborate, a bit of timber like that'll do. Bandsaw base is about 400 long, so I'll cut a piece of this that's 400. The bandsaw, that's a light, that tape measure. That is 12 inch, make it a bit more, say 14 inch. 500 by 15 inch, that'll do. There, that'll be strong enough. No, I need 3 more pieces then. What we got there? That'll do. Right, legs. Perfect. 2 of them then. 1 of them like that. Right, have a look at my camera. That took 12 minutes, not the best bandsaw cart on YouTube, but I bet it's the fastest. Okay. Obviously we've got a little bit of floor repair work to do. Still quite not sure what height to make this. This is just slightly higher than the bench. I could just drop it a little bit, make it the same height, or drop it even lower. But of course it does curtail what I want to do with a thickness planer. Let me know what height your bandsaw table's at. This is currently at 1170 or 46 inch. Now, of course, got no space at all here. I had the other, when it was on that table, I had it rotated that way. Can still do that here. Never really caused me too much of a problem for what I cut, cutting it like this. So I suppose I could have made that a little bit bigger. Put a nose in on the front like that. That solved that problem. But anyway, it's a mock. Get the general geometry in my head so I can hatch some plans. So I'll put that back over there, let it work. Okay, so that is my idea, something like that. On that height I'd have round about 300mm, so I could take the planer up 300mm. Now I found a few videos on YouTube about bandsaw carts. I've also found a few videos on YouTube about planer cart, but I've not found a combined video of bandsaw planer. That's something that I'm thinking about. When I had these in the small loft workshop, I had this on a cart with the Triton sander underneath on a little pull-out shelf. Something on the lines of pulling this out to use it and pulling this out to use it. Kind of thinking like a nest of tables. Our nested tables nest into each other. So almost like two separate carts, bandsaw, planer cart, but nest them. I'll chew that over for a while anyway. Okay, so we've done quite a lot in the last 3 or 4 days, albeit an hour here, hour there, because my little friend is awake, asleep. But we've got rid of the post at that end, cleared some space for potential bandsaw planer cart. I've still got this unit here now to find something to do with, although it's probably just scrap. I'm going to keep it close to the saw at the moment because I'm hatching plans for a saw cart. We've got this beam stabilised, it's sat on that end quite happily. It's now sat there, it's level, and we've got the ceiling bearers in, so the start of the ceiling system going in. But that's it, I think, for this video. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again later. Bye.